All right, let's go through them. Question number 1. Find the commission earned on sales totaling $4,500 if the percentage commission is 20%. So you just want to find 20%, which means 20 over 100, and times it by the 4,500. So you guys do that? Yeah. So they get a $900 commission. Good. Jason sold $84,000 worth of camper vans in a month. If he earns $650 plus 4% commission on sales, what did he earn that month? So he gets the $650 no matter what. But then I have to add to that his commission, which is 4%, 4 over 100, times by what he sells, which was 84000. Okay, so that equals $4,010. Do you guys get that? Oh. Oh, so you did 84,000. Ah, okay. Okay, so that's what we did last lesson. Today we are talking about overtime. So if you get a wage where you're paid per hour, sometimes for special situations, you might get overtime. So it's usually on weekends, you might get time and a half or even double time. And working holidays, you usually get paid more as well. So the question will tell you how much the overtime is. It's usually, like I said, time and a half, which we write as 1.5 like that, or double time, which is 2 times the normal hourly rate of pay. So if we look at question 1, Liam earns a normal rate of $11.68 per hour. Calculate Liam's hourly rate of pay when he gets time and a half. So I don't know how many hours he's going to work. I just want to know how much he's going to get per hour. So what we do is we take his normal pay, and time and a half can be written as 1.5. But before you write that down, when you type in your calculator, it's much faster to type in 1.5, and you can avoid all the fractions. Okay, so that's an easier one. So timesing that together, you get a few decimal places there. So 2 decimal places, it's 17.48. So that's pretty good. But then what's his double time pay? That just means I want to double or times by 2 his normal rate of pay. So $11.68 times by 2 means that he's now going to get $23.36. So sometimes that's a bit of incentive for people to want to work later or longer or on public holidays, because you start getting paid a lot more per hour. Finally. Oh, did I change it? That should have been an 8. Oh, that means I probably changed my answer too. So 11.68 times 1.5. Oh, it is slightly different. Thank you. I just wrote the number down then. 17.52. Thank you. All right, next one, question 2. Ella is a waitress who is paid time and a half for working on Saturday. Calculate Ella's wage for a Saturday on which she works 8 hours, given that her normal rate of pay is $12.43. Now, if reading is not your thing, comprehension is not your thing, you want to go through and highlight things as you go through these big wordy questions. So I'd be going, Ella is paid time and a half for working on Saturday. calculate her wage when she works 8 hours, given that her normal rate of pay is for $12.43. They're the three key bits of information there. Okay, so first of all, she's not just going to be getting $12.43 per hour. She is getting time and a half. So I'm going to times that by 1.5, and that would be her new rate of pay. But instead of calculating that straight away, I'm going to say, but she's doing this for 8 hours, not just one. She's doing it for 8 hours. So if I times that by 8, it will tell me the total pay for those 8 hours. Does that make sense? So we go 12.43 times 1.5 times 8. She gets paid $149.16. Yeah? All right, question 3. Adrian works Thursday nights and Saturdays in a department store. On Thursday, he works for 4 hours at the award rate of $9.35 an hour. Thursday's a normal day. There's no overtime there. That's just a normal pay. But on Saturday, that's the weekend, right? So on Saturday, I'm going to change colors here. He gets 8 hours at time and a half. Okay? So there's two separate calculations here. One of them's a normal pay, not overtime, and the second one is an overtime pay. So let's do the two things separately, but we're going to add them together. So the first one, Thursday. On Thursday, he gets $9.35, and he does that for 4 hours. So it's going to times by 4. No overtime, normal pay, right? Now I'm going to add to that. Now I'm going on to Saturday, which is the green one. So he will still use the $9.35 because that's the base pay, but it will be at time and a half. So I will times that by 1.5 for his hourly rate of pay on Saturday. And he does this for 8 hours, so times it by 8. Sometimes when I write these answers in booklets, I put brackets around them just so I can see the two separate sections. I go, this is the Thursday pay, and this one here is the Saturday pay. Okay, it's just so you can see the two different groups. Okay, then it's a nice big long calculation, but you just type the whole thing in your calculator. You're fast. Yes, 149.6 or 60 if you want to, that's all places. Does that make sense? Great.